Today on the 5-Minute Book Review starring Curtis and Ian, we hack and slash at the ongoing comic book series. Wait for it. Hack Slash. It's the story of Cassandra Hack, whose mother was the school lunch lady who went crazy and started killing the mean kids who were teasing her nerdy daughter. Well, fast forward a few years, and as most comic book women tend to be, Cassie's all grown up now and has devoted her skills to stalking slashers. What are slashers, you ask? Well, they're kind of ghouls and or zombies. See, the characters and situations in Hack Slash are extremely 1980s low-budget horror-ish, very vague, which in this context really works. Coin toss to start, and Curtis is the winner.
You are watching the 5-Minute Book Review starring Curtis and Ian, and it is October. It's almost time for Halloween. So this week and next week, we're going to devote the 5-Minute Book Review starring Curtis and Ian to a couple Halloweenish books that you should read this Halloween season. All right, first up, we have the graphic novel Hack Slash. This is just one of the many graphic novels. This is the omnibus part 2. It's thick. There's a lot of them in there. This is like watching a 1980s slasher low-budget movie in comic book form. Words can't express how much I enjoy this. It's trashy, but just the right amount of trashy. It's gory, but just the right amount of gory. Anything too far on the line would make it kind of over the top and unlikable, but that is this book's strongest quality, is they know just how to ride that line where it's not obscene. It's just fun. And if you're a fan of the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, that's what it is. It's just a horror movie in comic book form. It doesn't take itself too seriously. What an incredible read.
Ian. Now, the first thing you gotta know about Curtis is he is in love with horror movies. He loves a lot of horror movies, and he makes me watch a lot of horror movies. I am not so much a fan of horror movies. It's not really my genre, my cup of tea. There's some good ones I love, don't get me wrong, but most of them, not so much a fan. I like Hack Slash. It's not just something, it's this great story about the girl in this story she survives an attack by a serial killer, by a horror movie type guy, and now she's gone out in the universe to take them down, kind of thing. The whole concept of it's great. I absolutely adore it. Like I said, I am not a horror movie person, and it appeals to me. I think it's something that's got such strong writing in it that it can appeal to people who aren't interested in horror, who just like good reading material. I think my favorite thing about it is just it's so committed to the concepts. Like, it takes all the sort of tropes in from those 80s horror films and absorbs them so beautifully.
Well, that's really how it starts. That's like the tagline, is they're like, you ever wonder what happened to the one girl who survives the horror movie? That's her story, and how she continues on, and how that haunts her, and new bad guys come and try to find her, and the villains in this are just so perfectly done. They're just like, you take all the best qualities of the 80s and 90s horror movie icons, and that's what these villains represent. It's just a fun read. It's something you sit down, read for a couple hours, have a good laugh, and go do something else.
Oh, exactly. I think the best thing I can say about this thing is it's the best horror movie I've ever read or watched, period. It is, it is fantastically well done. I do often, I'm one of those people who, when they got done watching a horror film, go, okay, what the hell happened next? What happened after this? Where did they just got through getting stabbed to death at Crystal Lake. What happens next? And this is the answer to that question, and I enjoy stuff like that. It sort of fills in the blanks after the fact. I gotta tell you, it's one of the best written graphic novels on the market today.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun, Ian. And again, you just get to see what happens and how it actually would kind of affect your life, being the sole survivor, and how it messes you up. And I like she's a really flawed character.
Definitely.
And that's really good. She's not really that heroic. She doesn't really act. She reacts, if that makes any sense. And yeah, Cassandra Hack, just 10 stars.
Yeah,
what a great character.
When she reacts, though, it's just, the whole thing is fantastic. It was something that when Curtis recommended it to me, I didn't think I would enjoy, because like I said, I am not a horror movie guy. I'm not usually interested in that kind of stuff. This was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
I knew you'd like it though, Ian, because you're such a fan of Bruce Campbell, and that's the kind of humor in here. This is the kind of book where she will tie a chainsaw to the end of an oar and go hack zombies and stuff. That's what this book is bringing.
It's very tongue in cheek. It uses the tropes, but it challenges them at the same time. It's just very well done.
Here it is, Halloween, Hack Slash. Ian, you're gonna sit down on, what is it, Hallows Eve, Devil's Night, read something the night before Halloween. This should be it.
Or some Nora Roberts, either way.
Bang!